see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The pull and throw off the RPO. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Making side adjustments here. Going to look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th. He's got it, first down and more. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looks as if he's going to run it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clapp. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Makes a man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Jackson going to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Voorhees. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking the front.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another.
There he goes. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback making adjustments. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't get plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They want to run it left here. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Using his legs, it's Voorhees. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back trailing by 3, 17-14. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on third down. It's on target and complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown tie.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson will throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's a seam walk. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Jackson gonna throw it. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country and getting them.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a...
Looking for a huge play. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll move the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using the quick game. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up.
Breaks into the open. Past the sticks, and he may get more. The 20. He's up, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Jackson gonna throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Stokes. Hurting on the Jets. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Jackson will throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's second and long. The give out of the gun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a good time to play.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To the air on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it near short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jackson gonna throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Stokes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw on third. Wide open downfield. Touchdown tie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Snaps it in the shotgun. Works the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Alabama pushing the tempo.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3-and-out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Jackson gonna throw it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Trying to get the corner. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Offense changing the play. They'll toss it to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 9 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense in press coverage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And fast. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. on the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Finds a seam. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Loss of 6. Coming up, 4th down. Number 36, on to kick it away.
Here's the return. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to...
He'll take a shot.
Oh, if only he wore a half-size smaller shoe.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Jackson gonna throw it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got his man to the left, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
On the move, he fires. Working the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Jackson will throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Razorbacks racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Wants to throw it. Steps away. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got
it in stride at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
This late in the game in the 4th quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Alabama.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Bounced right back to them.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Jackson gonna throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.